Hi, welcome to the INDRASYARUDRA channel. This video is not for everyone. This is not for everyone. Not for everyone. So, this is really something that has taken me decades and decades for me to be a part of this. Born extremely angry. I was a very angry kid, is what I was told. Very angry. And anger was dominant in how I operate and how I be. Martial arts came as a way of channelizing my anger. So I used to do quite a bit of karate. I was extremely vested in it. I wouldn't miss a single day of class. I would work out like crazy. Teens and all of that, I was always with martial arts. So wasn't into smoking, drinking, nothing. Tried all of it. It was always very clear that the path was always about ensuring that the peak performance of the body was always there. And interestingly, my journey with astrology was also very interesting, where I was introduced to a Dikshidhar as my first introduction to astrology. So Dikshidhars are with the Chidambaram temple, very close to the Pondicherry area, and I always refer to Madurai because it's always going from the southern tip and then coming towards the Chidambaram temple. So it was always a case where I had a deep fascination for the Ardra temple. I had no clue what it was all about. And even my first interaction with the Dikshidhar was, I don't want to learn astrology. I don't want to learn a system where somebody else has more control over you. Somebody else has more control over you. I was very clear that I was the master of my life. I was the boss of my life and living. And I was very focused towards being that. That's when Dikshidhar told me that you have Ardra, Jupiter, and it's my privilege to teach this to you. And I was like, wow. That's the first time I heard this word Ardra. And in his own words, it was Tiruvadirai Nakshatra. So that nakshatra name, and he said only two nakshatras had Thiru attached to it. One is Tiruvonam, which is a Vishnu nakshatra, or Shravana, and then you had Tiruvadirai nakshatra, which is towards Lord Rudra. And it just fascinated me more. So I gave the time. I spent 1 year just completely learning astrology from Dikshidhar. It was fascinating, absolutely amazing. It was all old school. Had to do everything, mathematics, everything all by myself. And it was ancient. It was amazing. I absolutely was. And then there was a point in time where, without seeing the chart, I started saying things just by looking at the person, and I would just say things. And that's when Dikshidhar said, or it was more of a blessing, he said, you're on your own. You got it. You're on your own. Just make sure you just keep strengthening Ardra more and more, Ardra more and more. And I was alright, let's do it. Let's go with it. But I was very clear that I'm not going to talk about this to everybody else. It was my secret way of living, and I would keep astrology very close to my heart, and I would not discuss this with everybody else. And this went on for a while. I got an amazing success, massive success in my life and living. Uh, and then I had a dip, a huge dip, almost to a point of zero, a 0 point to it. And then I started bringing forth these practices more and more with a lot of intensity, with a lot of crazy intensity to it. I went through massive body transformation. I think lost count, but I think it's around 30 kgs. So really went through a massive body transformation and took up more in terms of kickboxing. Really went through this further, more and more. But this time I started being more of the Rudra, which is the Rudra Gayatri would be a part of my daily routine. I would do thousands of it. And Sri Rudram, started listening to Sri Rudram more and more and more. And I noticed that Rudra became my Ishta Devata. And then I had the sense of goddess Tara. And I focused more and more on Lord Nataraja. And I noticed that how brilliant it is for you to be the Rudra, for you to get to Tara. And Tara, it's not about having Tara as a goal, but you sense the blessings of Goddess Tara more and more as you be the Rudra more and more. Like I mentioned, this is not for everyone. This is not for everyone. It's very easy to get addicted towards smoking, towards the tantric ways without actually grasping the reason for it. It needs an extremely sound body. It needs an amazingly brilliant mind. In terms of even the coffee making process, so if you go with a cold brew, you set all the parameters, like you set a brass filter, you set the coffee powder, and you slowly add water to it. You slowly add water to it. That water exponentializes further and further, for you to be that black coffee, the billionaire brew, the billionaire cold brew black coffee that is there. You keep this constant sense of Rudra chanting, and you really be more of the Rudra, and then it just infuses that, and then when you have that brew slowly, it changes you. It brings forth this amazing powers towards you. That is where I am right now. And I'm constantly changing, constantly having this awareness of Lord Rudra. And I'm going more and more, because the mantra is the Devata. Specifically when you have Jupiter and Ardra, the mantra becomes the Devata. And one of the special yogas of Jupiter is Ishvara Yoga, where the planet that's exalted has a permanent Rashi Drishti towards Jupiter. Then Jupiter becomes exponentialized. 11 days is what I took to write Indrasyarudra, the book. It's a must read for every astrology connoisseur. It's an amazing book. It's a fabulous book. So you got to make it a part of your life and living, and really live that, breathe that. So as I'm incorporating this more and more, I notice my life is transforming beautifully. My life is changing beautifully. And that's when I started going full on with social media. I started making videos about it. I shamelessly started being a part of those videos and saying that, hey, this is an ancient science. It's an ancient science that must be given to the people. And I started talking more and more about it. and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. So I'm just grateful that I'm sharing these. So specifically, if you look at Lord Nataraja, it's like adorned with snakes, makara, and constant sense of chaos that's there. But being there, being the superhero, which is the central figure, which is there. And from a nakshatra concept, it's all these mini flames which are there. And the whole makara, which is like huge makaras which are there. And makaras is also the depiction of the makara, the zodiac sign, which is where Shravana Nakshatra is. Then it just forms that, and then the central figure is Lord Rudra. Deep, deep meanings, absolutely amazing connotations which are there. So you make it as a part of your life and living, and then you live this way. And that's all I'm trying to do, which is I'm trying to bring forth the Rudra energy towards astrology. So when I bring forth that Rudra energy, I'm able to see that you can make a difference to your life. You can make a difference to your life in living. You alone can make a difference to your life in living. You alone can be extremely powerful. You alone can bring forth massive changes in your life. You alone can bring forth the whole idea of being the billionaire. You can be the billionaire by bringing forth your personal power, by bringing forth your personal brilliant power towards making a difference in your life. So keep believing in yourself, keep believing in yourself, and bring forth this massive, massive energy and really bring it through. That's all I'm looking for you guys to do. That's all I'm going for it. And from a scientific perspective, none of these are healthy. Like having black coffee and cigars and all of it, none of these are. But from a tantric perspective, if you're able to bring forth your brilliant mind, if you're able to bring forth your powerful body, and you're able to exponentialize it, if you're able to see how this amazingly exponentializes you, then you are on an amazing path. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone to go through this. The best way is to follow the most healthiest routine, is to follow an amazing diet, is to go with these amazing deities, the benevolent deities which are there. It's a path of a few to go through a Shamshan deity like Lord Rudra, like Goddess Tara or Kali, and really bring that towards your life and living and make a big difference in your life. It's not for everyone, but if it's your path, or if you want changes to it, then have conversations with me. Let's have these interesting, most amazing conversations and bring that through. And just like that, 13 minutes have passed by the video. So lovely having this conversation. I'll have to see if this video actually makes it through to production. If it does make it to production, it'll be lovely to have a conversation with you based on the video. And let's bring it and take it further. Till then, have a great day, and see you around in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.